Hi, I'm Brian Hune, and I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager for NetScaler. In this session, I'm going to cover the risks your business will be facing due to the lifetime reduction of TLS or SSL certificates. We'll also look at why NetScaler is uniquely positioned to solve this problem, delivering fewer incidents, less manual effort, and a scalable operating model for hybrid and multi-cloud. Let's dive in. The industry is moving from a year-plus certificate lifetime towards nearly half that time next year and down to only 47 days by 2029. This change dramatically increases how often certificates will need to be renewed and verified. For most organizations, current processes are still manual, multiple handoffs and checks, which are time-consuming, complex, and easy to miss when the cadence accelerates. The business impact of this is clear. Missed expirations lead directly to downtime, customer-facing incidents, and audit headaches, issues that business leaders and practitioners alike will feel immediately. At NetScaler, we know this will be a top priority for customers, as certificate-related support cases are already one of the most common across the industry. This is why automation isn't a nice-to-have, it's now essential to protect uptime, reputation, and compliance as lifetimes continue to compress. For business decision makers, there's more on the line than just keeping pages up. As certificate lifetimes compress to 47 days, uptime is the first domino, but the spillover hits compliance exposure, customer trust and revenue, and the opportunity cost of pulling engineers into repetitive work. Manual, ticket-driven renewals don't scale at this cadence. Every 47 days across hybrid multi-cloud means thousands of touch points, more handoffs, and more room for error. Auditors also expect clear ownership, consistent policy, and evidence. Hard to produce when the process is scattered across teams of tools. That's why we frame the stakes in four dimensions. First, availability and reputation. Avoid the public embarrassment and SLA penalties of expired certificates. Second, compliance and governance. Prove control over issuance, renewal, and deployment. Third, efficiency and focus. Give time back to engineering and reduce rework. And finally, scale and agility. Keep pace with short rotations while still being able to scale across a growing estate. Now, in this next slide, we'll see how NetScaler Zero Touch Certificate Management, or ZTCM, addresses those risks end to end and delivers single console software-based control at a scale other vendors will struggle to match. So with NetScaler, you can make certificate operations predictable, automated, and centrally managed. With Acme Protocol now supported, NetScaler completes the full lifecycle: request, validate and issue, deploy, monitor, and renew, all while on schedule and under policy. A key advantage is one place to run it all. The NetScaler console lets you manage every NetScaler instance and every certificate across on-prem and multi-cloud in one place. Because NetScaler is software-based, we orchestrate this from a single control plane rather than doing box-by-box procedures or different dashboards for different solutions, making rollout simpler, reducing handoffs, and keeping operations consistent even as you scale. The infinity loop on this slide represents this continuous flow. With AppWe support, NetScaler now connects you to leading certificate authorities, or CAs, such as DigiCert or Let's Encrypt, via an open standard, allowing you to fully automate issuance and renewals end to end. The result is fewer manual touches, fewer errors, clearer governance, and an operating model that keeps pace with timelines of tomorrow's certificate rotation reality. So here's the high-level flow. First, you set policy once using NetScaler Console, the single place that manages every NetScaler instance and every certificate. Next, you connect Acme to your chosen certificate authority, so issuance and renewals follow an open standard. From there, automation takes over on a schedule. NetScaler requests or renews, deploys the right certificate to the right endpoints under policy, monitors status, and renews before expiry. NetScaler will eliminate those repetitive steps and handoffs, giving you that central visibility and governance and keeping operations in step with those tomorrow's faster rotation cycles. Now, this slide brings the why and the where together. On the left are the four outcomes that drive business value. First is risk and resilience. By automating renewals and making deployment policy driven, we dramatically cut expired certificate incidents and the fire drills that follow. Second is compliance and governance. Everything runs through central policy with visibility and an audit trail, so ownership is clear and the process is repeatable. Third is efficiency and focus. Instead of ticket chains and box-to-box work, teams set policy once and the platform handles the recurring tasks, freeing your engineers for higher value work. And finally is scale and agility. Certificate lifetimes will demand faster cadence across more endpoints and environments. And with the Citrix platform license or our universal hybrid multi-cloud license, additional NetScaler instances are included at zero additional cost, meaning you'll be able to grow your business without having to fear expensive expansion costs or the complexity of managing certificates in a growing estate. Now, on the right, we have four where to start use cases for quick ROI. First is public web and APIs. Target high visibility endpoints first. Automate rotations to avoid customer-facing outages and SLA hits. They'll cut fire drills immediately and stabilize your revenue-touching services. Second is your hybrid and multi-cloud estate. Use NetScaler Console to centrally manage all of your certificates across AWS, Azure, Google, and on-prem appliances. Next is your VDI and secure access. Keep your auth and session certificates current by default. Expect fewer support tickets and a steadier day-to-day user experience. And the last is large or regulated estates. High certificate volume and audit pressure makes this one of the highest return value segments. Central automation provides time savings and clear evidence for those compliance reviews. These four starting points produce quick, high-value returns, resulting in reduced incidents, less manual work, and a single place to manage every NetScaler and every certificate, while setting up scalable operating model for the rest of your estate. Now, for a quick wrap-up. Acme support is now live in NetScaler Console, which means issuance, renewal, and deployment are automated from one place. Don't wait until services go down. Contact your Citrix rep and we'll set up a small pilot. Connect to your chosen CA via Acme, apply policy, and run the first rotation. And for even more details on the topic, check out our how-to guide linked here on the slide. Thank you all for your time today.